Let's go outside and take our shoes off. Sit on the ground and feel the grass between our toes. Listen to the earth move and hear the cows moo and try to think of nothing at all.
Let me back him up a few steps. Come here. Can you back up? Okay. All right, so I'll do this again. Okay, I'm Kayla Davis. I am the founder and CEO of Mending Ranch. It's where children and young adults can come to mend their hearts, minds, bodies, and souls. It's not always mending, something physical. It can be something mental or emotional as well. So trying to find a place where they feel comfortable becoming and being themselves, and finding self-control and self-confidence with horses as well. We have one student, she is nonverbal, and she didn't speak to me for the first 2 years that she was here. She didn't speak to me, she didn't speak to the horses, she wouldn't speak to anyone else. One day I was like, okay, I'm gonna run over here, grab something real quick. Why don't you and Maybelline just hang out and talk for a few minutes? Just brush on her, take care of her. But I could hear her talking to Maybelline, and I was like, okay, she feels comfortable enough with her. Now I've got to get her comfortable enough with me. And we were talking about, I was asking her, I was like, what do you think we should dress Maybelline up like for Halloween? And she leaned over Maybelline's neck and she went, a dragon. And I was like, she would speak a few more words to me every time. And now she carries on full conversations with me. She spoke to the horse because she was more comfortable with the horse first. But we have all kinds of different horses. Dolly's in the pasture back here. We have a few rescue horses that were in the kill pen. So if you go to a horse auction, there's usually a small area in the back that are discarded horses. People don't really care. They just want to get some money out of them. Then they're actually sold into the meat market industry. And most of them are older, haven't been taken care of. So Dolly and one of our other ones were almost starved to death by the time we got them. But she was on a scale of 2, so it's a 10-to-2 ratio, or 10-to-1, and she was near death. You could see every single bone in her body. So we rescued her, and she's part of the program too. And we have all kinds of different horses that have different things going on in their life, but it's something that the kids and the families can bond with as well because they've gone through some of that. But a lot of times when you have an emotional bond with a horse, you can feel things a lot differently and be able to tell kind of what's going on with them, if their head's hanging low. Like, they get depressed and things just like humans do. But yeah, the kids give these horses a job and something to do, right, Ray? And give them a passion. Horses want something to do. They don't want to just eat all day. They get bored. So introducing them into different activities and things is really fun. A lot of the horses respond very quickly because they're used to being around people. And we have a few horses that we've had in our programs that therapeutic aspect is not their thing. They don't want to see multiple kids, they want one person. And so if that happens, we've had a few come in, then we find them a home where they can be with one person that's really special to them. But a lot of our horses really enjoy the kids. You'll see like Ransom's a big one. He likes to smell the kids when they come in, and the kids think it's hilarious because it tickles their neck. But Ransom will actually give you fist bumps. So if you're sitting up on him and you put out your foot, he'll turn around and give you a fist bump on your toe. So some of them really enjoy it, and some of them are like, I eat for my food, so I'm gonna deal with it. Personalities have a lot of effect on that, especially if you have a large group of horses like we do. It's like high school out there. So you can tell who's the top dog and who tells everybody else what to go do and where to go do it. And then you see the more docile ones that are standing to the side and they're like, oh, the boss is mad, I'm gonna stand over here. And then you'll see some of the sassy ones that come up and try to start something. It really is like horse high school out there. So you can see Dude's blind in his right eye. So he's the big red horse right here. Amos has been with Dude all his life. And when Dude started going blind, Amos was young, so he stayed with him, and he always stays on his blind side now and kind of takes care of him. Oh, wow. So if we have Dude out in the round pen or anything, Amos will either stand at the fence or stand in the barn and watch until we get done, and then he takes Dude back out. But we have a website as well. It's mendingarrowranch.org, and you go on there to our giving tab, and there's ways that you can give that way. We have social media. You can go on Facebook or Instagram, things like that too. PayPal. We have all kinds of different ways that people can give.